two, and a little red bar, and
one.
and one.
Greetings, salutations. It is your host, The Hammer. This is the crew. ManCave Talk.
This is the Hammer.
Yeah, The Hammer.
Oh, shit. I ain't caught out there.
Man,
The Hammer is hosting the show today, ladies and gentlemen.
Is that me? Maybe I did get caught out.
Uh-oh.
Oh, shit.
He is hosting the show, and it should be a pretty interesting one.
Come on, let him host it.
Nah, this nigga all shit broke down and all that.
Oh, shit.
Let's go.
Yeah, you know, say I'm the one that actually do the shit. You know what I'm saying? So, you know. How that
Yeah, we
go.
eat my shit.
See,
Hey, look.
you very niggerly.
Yeah, you niggerly.
You can't say the word right.
Mm-hmm.
You said it
Say it again.
Niggerly.
Niggerly.
Nigger.
Niggerly. What?
Sorry, ladies and
shout out.
gentlemen, for using that word.
Shouts.
I like to shout out. I want to shout out to all the Bills fans. You were right, C's. When the Bills win, everybody's happy. When you get two teams like the Bills and the Sabres, and they both 4-1, 5-1, everybody's in a good mood.
Sabres smacked
Yeah,
somebody
the
other
Sabres
day.
ain't gonna say like
5-2.
that.
Yeah, no, Sabres ain't gonna say
That
that.
Sabres look like the
Unfortunately,
hottest
Sabres
team in
always
hockey
I
right
always
now.
like that. What, 16 games straight? Something downhill after that.
Yeah.
Man.
Huh?
They did this shit last
I'm
year.
just glad
Right.
people are happy. All right, people
I'll
in a
give you
good
that.
mood, you
Yeah.
know.
But
You
what
know.
pisses me off is, like I said, shit, for all that, what we gonna do when football season is over? It's back to racist ass Buffalo.
Yeah, right.
You gotta hope the Sabres stay good.
Yeah.
This shit go forever.
Right.
Right. The Sabres look good. We get it all the way up to at least August. Yeah.
April.
No,
April,
it's like
May.
April, May.
Oh,
April,
April,
May. Because the Stanley Cup is always like in June.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. All
Stanley
right.
Cup is
So
in
look.
June,
So
so
then the
yeah,
football
I
season
think it's
starts in
right this
August.
summer.
Right, and then you got Bills rumors and shit
Right,
talking
so
about how
that's-
Bruce is about to start.
It's not eating my shit,
Right,
dude.
this happened.
Man, still in my
Hell yeah, still them snacks. I got a
my
shout out.
snacks alone. I can't smoke cigarettes, so I got a
Well,
snack.
I got a shout out. And I know I be shouting her out a lot, but you know what I'm saying? She impresses me and shocks me every day. I gotta give a shout out to my daughter. I'm gonna give you a little story. Story time with the two-time champ. All right, so I know you guys are familiar with the movie Unbreakable. And Mr. Glass split such and such and such and such. So there's a little girl, I think her name is Emily at our school that at my son and daughter's school that shares the same disease, infection. I don't know exactly
What
what it would be
disease? Is that
considered.
right? It's a disease. It's a bone disease. Yes.
The disease that our friend Samuel L. Jackson shares in Unbreakable. So my daughter, shocking and being, you know what I'm saying, who she is, very kind and very generous. During recess, this girl can't play with the other girls.
Mm-hmm.
She can't go to the park. They got a little park next. She can't play them because whatever might happen. Anything might happen, something might happen. So she has a special place where she goes and plays. My daughter felt
Right,
bad.
padded, huh?
Yeah, hell yeah. Has a special, like, real soft, cushy, you know what I'm saying?
The
Everything.
little ass gonna be breaking shit here, huh?
Yep, it ain't
Not
gonna
a
be
rock
breaking
clock.
shit here. No, you might break something here, but you ain't gonna break nothing on you.
Gotcha.
You know what I'm saying? And my daughter felt bad that she had to go out by herself. So for the last like 2 or 3 days, my daughter's been spending her recess with Emily because nobody else don't want to play with Emily because Emily can't catch, Emily can't run, Emily can't do all the other shit.
And see, and that's my thing. Before we get started in the sports, how they always gonna talk about a few things when it comes to kids. One, innocence.
Yeah.
Ain't no way in the world you can destroy a kid's innocence.
No.
And two, that's a perfect example of how things are taught and not hereditary. From hate, from racism to all that shit. Kids are the most innocent things on this planet. They're only taught that shit from adults. You feel me?
Yeah.
Before we get started. Any other shout outs, you know? I just know I get to talk of that shit. You be looking at me like I'm highly intelligent and shit.
You are highly intelligent.
Well, I appreciate
You can't
that.
spell it, but you are highly
It's the
intelligent.
glasses. It's the glasses.
The glasses make motherfuckers think I sell drugs.
Really?
You're a drug dealer. You're a drug dealer.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, because
fucking
you know
drug dealer,
you
you know
got
that.
$700 glasses on and shit. I mean,
You said
they
what?
don't think that.
My face.
He'll fit.
Make me look like a drug dealer. Okay, so
Look,
if you know us,
My
you
bad,
know
y'all.
we listen to sports. I mean,
Oh,
listen to
shit.
sports.
I can't get to it.
So we can't go to it.
I'm like,
You know, no, I ain't gonna do that.
Go ahead.
I had another. I want to send a shout out to the talk show the talk. Because they were on there today and they were talking about Brittany Griner.
We gonna get into that ourselves.
Oh, okay, all right.
But go ahead.
Anyway, for a talk show to come out and say what they said about getting her release, kind of made me, proud to, peek at that.
Can I ask you a question though? Because I see a lot of people, especially females, and I had to first before I could see this, had to go back and take my comments back because I said this in the beginning of it. But after doing my research to understand what Russia wants from the U.S.,
right,
it's almost impossible for them to give up what Russia wants from Brittany Griner. Here's what I think. A lot of people, especially females, are saying, oh, if this was a male athlete of any kind of stature, that it wouldn't be going down as long. Yeah, it would be. It's because of what Russia wants for Brittany Griner. Yes, this whole bullshit with the pill is some bullshit.
Yeah, right.
Their rules for marijuana is totally different in Russia. Apparently, she knows this, so she herself has to be a little more careful with that. I had to be. I do understand that people here. I got this one here, so we might as well go ahead and start sports talking about this because I do have it on the list. So I do understand how people may feel about it, but these motherfuckers want the U.S. to release two of they craziest motherfuckers out here that's known for blowing up and kidnapping.
Right.
What people fail to realize is I don't give a fuck what's Michael Jordan over there. They ain't giving up who they got for MJ. I'm sorry that I lost here in the U.S. is different from marijuana, and we all look at it as some bullshit. But you got to understand we on different territory, different rules apply. And it's sad that she's over here caught up in the middle of political bullshit because Russia could easily let her go and let this be done and over with.
Yeah.
And she actually plays for the Russian fucking basketball.
She played for their team.
You know what I'm saying? So it's
and won 2 championships.
Hold on. But they hit her with the mean okie doke. Like, yo,
right.
You signed this plea, you good. You gravy. She signed the plea like, bitch, you got 9 years.
Right.
9 years.
What? That wasn't the agreement.
That was the agreement. I'm telling you.
Y'all can never see here and see that. It's
my thing. I'm not gonna sign no plea. I'm knowing y'all about to give me 9 years, and it's highly unlikely I'm gonna do anything less than them shits.
No, it's all the fucking political ploy.
Yeah, it's all political. And I mean, this
is what it all comes down to.
This is one of the things that kind of woke me up to the fact that how much we value Americans, anyways. We value sports and athletes, and the rest of the world don't give a fuck. Like for real.
No,
like, they don't give a fuck.
Real, right?
Like, you know what I'm saying? Of China, they don't give a fuck about that nigga.
No,
like, you know what I'm saying? Like real shit. But we praise these niggas. You know what I'm saying? These niggas get out of rape. These niggas get out of murder. These niggas get out of all types of shit here. Not over in Bangladesh. They don't give a fuck how many baskets you can score, how many touchdowns you get fucking got. I'm fucking serious. Like we put sports,
chop off them fingers.
Yep, hell yeah. We put sports and entertainers way the fuck up here, higher than we do the president, higher than we do fucking lawyers, higher than we do doctors, higher than we put. They are the echelon. Even as growing up as kids, that's one of our goals. To get famous and play football, to get famous and playing basketball, to get drafted by a baseball team. That's a way out for us. These motherfuckers don't even look at that shit. They look at that shit and it's like some side shit. They really going to school and they gonna come to America to take advantage of our fucking cheap schooling. But they don't give a fuck about sports. It's really a fucking extracurricular activity.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
And the funny part about that is they want to make an example out of us American athletes because we glorify the way they do. Because they look at it like that, like
look what we did to your
right,
Jordan.
like when we don't give a fuck about that bullshit.
Yeah.
And let's look at it, that whole other aspect. Like, yeah, they got pretty good, but she also a woman. She also a lesbian woman. We all know how fucking Russia feels about that about the homosexual community. So, like, it's a lot to go with it, but it's all a political ploy to get motherfucking different countries to do shit. Look, Putin ain't bullshit, man. Before that pretty go, she was sitting there
on TV. He be beating her ass on TV live. What? Like, look at what we did.
Putin really don't give a fuck. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I believe that really Russia as a whole don't give a fuck, but Putin really don't give a fuck.
Right.
He don't give a fuck about a lot. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's a lot he don't give a fuck about.
The war against Ukraine.
Now, if this was a CCCP, then I'll feel you on that. But Russia itself, The people are so against Putin right now.
Oh yeah, they so against.
They hate him.
Oh, yeah.
They so mad at him for getting him caught up in this because he's not looking at the bigger picture. He's looking at him and what the fuck he feel about it. You don't understand that he went in the country, got people's eyes on
That's
his
why
face.
that motherfucking bridge
Right.
got blown the fuck
You know
up.
what I'm saying?
Like I said,
it's so much deeper than you want to take over territory in Ukraine.
Yeah.
You feel me? Because just like Kanye right now, there's a lot of countries that's dropping your ass quick as hell.
Oh yeah, that nigga is. They say he's no longer a billionaire.
No, we
Really?
gonna get up. Yeah, we gonna get on. We gonna get on
What
him.
dropped him was when
Hold on.
I just said
Okay.
Adidas dropped him.
Oh yeah, that'll do
And
it.
they said they stopped paying. They stopped payment to him, and they stopped producing any.
And they're gonna lose up to
Yeah.
they're
Damn.
planning on losing up to $246 million.
Damn.
But we're gonna get into that
Okay.
after this. After we gonna get into this and that, we're gonna stick on sports stuff. Because I got some opinions about that myself.
All right, so when they get down to Brittany Griner, I mean,
Mhm.
so why won't America do the same thing and do everything else and just go over there and fucking just get her ass?
Man,
You
that's
know
what
what
I'm saying.
You know what I'm saying?
You
We'll
might as
go over
well
there and get some oil.
You might as well say
We would go over here and get some oil. We would go over here to kill some goddamn
Right.
body.
Um,
You know what I'm saying?
I'm
I-
saying
I-
the
I-
SEAL
I-
team
because it is
13, and
not-
we going in there and
It
getting
is
it.
not a benefit to them at all.
No, it's
agree
not
with
in
that.
that. That's not in that. And the U.S. want to get out of that kind of mentality now. You feel me? And that because
So we say.
so we
I'm about to
say
say.
because so we
Mhm.
say. I mean, everything when it comes to the U.S. is about pushing the button, about going there and taking shit.
Yeah.
Now these other regimes outside of fucking Trump, because Obama tried it to reverse that too, but they're trying to get out of that. All right, we'll push a button on your ass, and you can't just run in different countries no more. You can't just run up in a country and think they ain't gonna do something to you, even though we're the number
That's
one
why-
country that spends money on defense, which means it's gonna take you forever to do something to us. And it'd be
You know,
us, we'll be
listen.
destroyed with them before another country
Can I
destroys
say
us out.
something about
Yeah.
that? We
You know what I'm
spend
saying?
so much money on defense. It's because we always getting ourselves into some shit that
Yeah,
we
yeah,
can't
they
help
know.
ourselves.
And we own and we
It's
and
like the
we-
nigga that
It's like the
I need
Takashi
a-
6
I gotta
9
get
like
my-
he bought
right.
mad bodyguards.
Yeah,
Right,
but
I gotta
we
get
Because
my
he
also-
run his fucking mouth.
I'm gonna get-
but we also
I'm gonna go start some shit and I need to have my back.
Hell yeah.
But when especially when it comes to water, the U.S. has a lot of territory.
Yeah.
You feel me? A lot of territory, especially when it comes to water.
Yeah.
So I get the Navy. The land is a little different, but it's still in all. In certain countries like the U.S., I feel like not to get off topic, this can't have beef with.
Yeah.
Listen,
You feel me?
we don't-
Like, it's just certain
our
countries that-
arms, we don't fight shit on over here. We go over there and fuck with niggas
Absolutely.
over there.
Yeah,
And they're not fucking with the U.S. They know goddamn well what we capable of. You
What
feel
was the
me?
last war fall here? The Civil War.
The Civil War.
That's a
Yeah.
fact.
Don't come over here and start no shit. We're gonna go.
We'll
Come
come over there,
over
yo.
there.
You will come over
We're
there.
gonna go at your house and fuck shit.
Right.
And then we going
Yeah.
home.
We gonna leave.
And that's true. I mean, from
Change-
the
change your
Contra
money.
deal, but we invaded Mexico.
We invaded a lot of fucking. This is what
We
trips
invaded
me out.
China.
Like, that's how I'm looking at it. Like, y'all invade niggas every 3 years.
Like,
Like,
the U.S. expanded on in fucking being
invaded,
motherfuckers.
Right.
basically. Like, you know
Right.
what I'm saying? It was just big
That's
ass
just
Native
true.
American country.
And we just
Till
gonna
we
keep
got
pushing
fucking
y'all
invaded. You know what I'm saying? Until we got Americans, Europeans invade.
And you
That's
think
in their DNA. That's
we
what
started-
they do.
the U.S. is really only like the East Coast. And then
It was those 13 colonies. That was it.
Yeah,
That was
it
America.
That was America. That was
we took all that west shit from the Indians.
Hell yeah, this nigga stepped over that line and like, oh,
Everything.
you mean all this shit is over here? Man, niggas, come on,
Taking
man.
this shit ocean. We want this shit ocean to ocean, nigga.
That's it. All right.
The earth is flat.
All right.
Let's stick on sports.
All right.
All right,
All
let's,
right.
let's stick to sports here. All right.
This is random question time.
That's that Brittany Griner shit. They gotta get.
Hell
these.
yeah,
They can't
because you know what I'm saying? You
with
can't keep no
Right.
nigga across seas. You know niggas get
Well,
upset.
that. Right. All right. So stick to the sports. All right.
Well,
So we
I
go.
just hope the United States go ahead and send SEAL Team 12 and go get her ass.
Nah, if she was in North Korea or something, nigga, we just sent Rodman. She'd be out.
Yeah,
Hell
yeah,
yeah,
right,
hell yeah.
right.
You stupid.
Send him over there with his sneaker collection.
Hell yeah.
That's a fact. All right, let's keep it moving. Let's talk about Stephen A's list.
Here we go with
All right, what
Not
is it?
much different from last week. His top threes from 3-1 is still Chiefs, Bills, Eagles.
Okay.
That's 3-1.
Okay.
But 5 and 4 is what I have a problem with.
The Giants better be one of these fucking teams.
No. Bengals 5,
Shut the
Fuck
fuck
outta
up.
here.
Cowboys 4.
I see the Cowboys being in the top.
I see the Cowboys.
I see the Cowboys.
but
The Bengals? No. What are they, 3 and 2?
Yeah, they 3 and 2.
You can't lead it. You
I'm
can't.
not saying.
No, you got to put
Stop
the
shit,
Giants
yo.
in there,
And I
man.
am not a Giants fan by any means. Yo, put some respect on these niggas' names, bro. I'm sorry, man. They balling on defense. Saquon Barkley is the best running back in the league right now.
Right.
And Danny Dimes ain't throwing fucking interceptions.
And they,
That's all you
and I ain't
need.
gotta hold you.
They
And they got a trash ass receiving core. Right?
do.
They ain't got
Granted,
no right.
it's 7 and outs. It's 7 and outs, 10 and outs. It's real simple shit. But he's managing the game. He's pulling what I like to call a Garoppolo now.
Right.
I think it's been dubbed a Garoppolo, where you manage the game. You Garoppolo in the game. He's Garoppolo in the game. He's got, like I said, top 3 in anybody's book running back. You know what I mean? And probably like at least top 5 defense in the NFC right now.
Hey,
Playing
I ain't
like it.
gonna lie. Saquon is scary because he like in the beginning of that game he wasn't doing shit. They couldn't get him, and then it's just like it's that one carry.
That's all it takes. That's all it
Yo,
takes.
One thing, the one thing I impressed with
that jump cut of his is
that jump cut is nasty.
Yeah, that
He-
jump cut
he
is-
has
oh
that
my
because
God.
it seemed like he could plant his foot right when he do his jump cut.
Yeah,
So it make it look like he's
He go-
actually
and
cutting
then
one
he
when he's
hop
out
on
to the
that.
neck.
Yeah.
And he could do that like
He did it.
Yeah.
Then that one run, you
Yeah,
see,
he
he
did
did
that
like
shit,
3
yeah.
times or
Yeah,
something on the
that
jump.
was like-
Oh shit!
Hell yeah, like I said.
Pop that shit for like 20.
yeah.
I used to say all this shit about Dalvin Cook. I thought Dalvin Cook was the best running back. Austin Eckler has been impressing me a lot lately. There's a lot of good running backs out there. Saquon is at the top of that
Like,
list. He is
Saquon-
carrying that offense single-handedly.
That's a fact.
under Brian
A 5-1
Dable.
team.
Me
single-handedly.
Under Brian Dable,
Me
Yeah.
who
personally,
used to be the Bills.
I would
So-
have Cowboys or Bengals. I would put Jets or Giants. I would even put
Giants.
I would even put this
I
gonna
put-
sound
I put
crazy.
Seattle at 5.
I will put you Seattle at 5.
Yep.
And here's another thing. And I'm about to say a team that I'm about to add. And I'm not saying they sweet, but they got
But
some wins.
before you say their name out loud, do you think they honestly deserve to be in the top 5?
I would say over Bengals or Cowboys. Yes.
Okay.
And I would say the Redskins. Oh, excuse me, the Commanders.
the Commanders.
My bad. I would say the Commanders. At least over the Bengals.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I say, well, a
I
lot of
put the
teams can pick
Vikings
that
on that
Bengals spot.
list.
I would put the Vikings on that list.
There's a
Vikings,
couple teams
yeah.
that are more. I can think of
But
5.
that's better than the Cowboys and Bengals to me.
Right.
Yeah.
You
Right.
feel me? Like,
Well, I think the Cowboys deserve to be in that top 5.
I would say
really
that.
do.
Yeah, but
That
I mean,
defense,
they
that's the
did
best
just beat
defense in the league.
Detroit.
But that's the best defense in the
Exactly.
league
Yeah, that's
right
true.
now.
Bengals
You know
don't
what I'm
deserve
saying?
to be in that at all.
With them having the best
Nah.
defense in the league and that record and no quarterback basically for the 4 games, they got to be in that top 5, bro. I got to give it to them. And I am not a Cowboys fan at all. They got to be in that
I
top
can't
5.
smoke this on air. Look like I'm hitting a crack pipe.
You silly. Everybody knows what the
I
hell
will. I'll
it is.
give it back to you on the next
Because
time
if
around.
people from the hood know what a crack pipe look like and know what a bowl look like, it's 2 totally different
trust
smoking
me,
instruments.
Trust me, all the white folks know exactly what you're
Hell
talking
yeah.
I know.
He's like,
They
somebody
was
watching there
fucked
like, dude, I got the same fucking bowl, man.
Right,
I
right.
like that pipe, this guy, man. He's
Right,
fucking
that's
cool,
a fucking
man.
fact.
I mean, I put some
I ain't gonna
top-notch weed in there,
I've
man.
seen a lot of crackheads. I ain't never seen a crackhead smoke out of a bowl.
Yeah, I was about to say, I've never seen a crackhead smoke out of a bowl. Never.
Right.
Listen,
They barely know how to use it.
Listen, I know what they asked for. Front of story. I need that rowers. Rose and the chore boy.
That's a
Now,
fucking fact.
now, a one hitter is different. I've seen a couple crackheads hit him with the little cigarette.
that's
I
different.
just
No.
seen a couple crackheads do that.
Keep that in mind, because we'll get a tattoo on the motherfucking break, because I got something to add to that. But because what I'm about to add to that can turn that shit to a whole nother
I tell
topic.
you.
we
So
gonna-
here, since
Yeah.
we got the people and everybody, all right. So my man is smoking out of the bowl. Okay, it's still marijuana. Okay, the weed is still good.
Oh, it's still good.
And he has to limit his tobacco intake.
Yeah,
And
the
we
tobacco
smoking blunts.
intake.
So,
And for you who don't smoke blunts, which I don't know why the fuck you watching the show. If you don't smoke blunts, these cigars are made out of tobacco. Tobacco is the bad thing.
Yeah.
Everything else
all
is
the
all good.
chemicals and everything.
So what he
put
did
in
is
it.
took away all the bad stuff and he kept the good stuff. And now he's just smoking purely good stuff. So if any of y'all clowning my man Pifus in the comments, y'all got to come see me. Champ. All right.
That's my lawyer. That's why.
That's right.
That's why
I will indict motherfucker.
I got
for the rest.
Yeah, I'm gonna keep it moving. I got
bailiff, you'd be the motherfucker that drag him off nice and slow.
I got a question here. We usually gonna talk about this, but who y'all got winning the World Series?
Oh, so since the Yankees ain't in it, the Dodgers not in it. You got
No, who's in
Houston.
it?
You got Houston and
The Phillies.
oh, you know what? I'm gonna go with the Phillies.
I gotta go with Houston.
I'm gonna go with the
Fuck 'em.
Phillies.
Fuck them, fuck them,
I don't know
fuck
why
them.
too. I'm
Fuck them.
I'd rather see
They
Fuck 'em.
pitching is
Right.
better.
and I don't even
right.
and
And plus,
pitching-
they already won it already.
Pitching is like
Fuck 'em.
defense in football.
Houston
Pitching
won
wins
it already.
championships.
They keep beating fucking Yankees like
Man,
every day, like the last like 2-3 years now, man. Like I'm over it.
Hey, you know the
Shit
Yankees had
happens.
their 20-year fucking stretch, my nigga.
Fuck them, fuck them. Houston, let's go Phillies. And I can't
Like
be able to
honestly,
root
like
for
just
the
like
West.
the Patriots, my nigga. We can relate all this shit to
Nah,
football.
listen,
You can't be mad right now.
I definitely ain't mad. I knew this was gonna happen.
Same
and
thing
then
with the Yankees.
And then he
You can't be mad right now.
Hey.
You can't-
You
Niggas got how many
understand?
championships?
like,
28?
Go buy some more players.
You
28,
gotta
29
understand
championships?
something. The Patriots, right?
Mm.
But when we talk about the word Mecca, we only talk about a few states, and New York is one of them.
Yes, I agree.
Yeah.
The Yankees
The
is the
Yankees.
fucking Mecca.
Is the Mecca.
I expect them to win every year when I know they ain't.
Right.
Fuck, you feel me?
Yo, I
Just
feel
like my fucking Knicks. And it's crazy because I know that it's like, I'm not gonna use that example, but the fucking Knicks is just heartbreaking. And I know they're gonna lose.
Maybe that's the key. Maybe Steinbrenner need to buy the Knicks.
No. Steinberg. No.
No.
Dolan need to get
Out of there.
Well, that's
no,
what
he
happened.
need to get Donald. He need to get Donald Sterling.
Well,
He
maybe,
get
maybe
downstairs,
they
fucked
could,
up.
maybe
You
they
gonna set
could
him
get
up.
him on tape saying the
Yes. Because you know
I'm
the
writing the
NBA like in the NFL.
Somebody could
You
coax-
said an N word on the low.
Somebody
You're out of there to win.
Somebody could get him to coax him into saying niggardly. And you just
Right, that's what I'm saying.
Just edit that shit a little bit.
Nigger.
Nigger.
Get him out of there like they did in Phoenix.
Yo,
He's acting
no,
like
that
a
was
real
good.
nigger.
Hell
Yeah,
yeah.
fucking.
Phoenix and
the
Get him to
Clippers,
talk.
yeah.
What was that lady that was like the Los Angeles Niggers when Kobe died? Remember that?
Yeah,
shit?
I
Get some shit
remember.
like that.
They fired her ass immediately.
Immediately, that bitch was not.
And
on
they
the
fired
show
her.
the next day.
They kept knocking motherfuckers. They fired her. They fired that shut up and dribble chick.
Yep.
They fired the dude that talked about the volleyball chicks with the nappy hair.
Yep.
Yeah.
Like, the list goes on and on. I ain't playing with you. So what we need is Dolan to be in the cut with his crew, with somebody take because
Right,
they mad at him.
Yeah.
Like, y'all got a
He
team, bunch
don't
of
say
fucking
nothing.
niggas.
He don't
You
say
gotta
nothing.
sell
He
the
just,
team.
when they just say shit, he just nod.
Yeah, he like, I
And then
Jesus
Jay
for a nine.
and then what's the name could buy the team?
who?
Who,
Kanye West.
Oh shit! See what happened? Like,
Kanye
right,
West could buy the
okay,
Knicks.
so you have a balloon, right, and it's filled with air, right? Who's to say that air exists? You can't see it inside the balloon. Boom, Sway. How, Sway? How?
All right, let's go. Let's keep it going.
So there's
Alright.
aliens. You know what I mean? I'm an alien. You an alien, Flex. Everybody aliens.
Yeah, we are aliens.
So the humans, they really the aliens. You know what I mean? Icon. I'm a voice of a generation.
I'm a billionaire.
All right, let's keep it
All right,
going.
what's the next one?
What?
Shut the fuck up.
Oh,
This nigga, I don't know what the hell no I wrote.
Oh, okay. What team can still make the playoffs with the record of 3 and 4?
oh yeah, we were just looking
Oh,
at that.
yeah. Who all got 3 and 4? Let's hey, come on, stat guys.
It's
Who all
on-
3 and 4?
It's only one team in the
I was about to say we can't get sued for showing NFL.
There's only one
standards.
team. There's only one team in the NFL that's AFC that's 3 and 4, and that's the Patriots.
Okay.
You got the
3 and 4,
Bucks.
it's the
You got the
Commanders.
Commanders.
I got
you got
the
San
Commanders,
Fran.
49ers, Cardinals, Bears, Packers, Bucks, Falcons.
I'm gonna go with San Fran.
I'm gonna
I was
go.
gonna say-
Yeah, I was gonna say that too.
Between San Fran, what's the name? We were just talking about what was the second team you named?
Arizona
No, not
Commanders.
Arizona.
Commanders.
We were just talking about them, so that had been another team.
You
But
know what? I
with
don't
that,
know. That
that-
division is tough.
It's
'cause
tough.
That
you
McCaffrey
got-
pick
you
is
got
about to
6
shake
and
shit
0.
up, bro.
Yeah.
We ain't talking about that McCaffrey pick. That McCaffrey pick is gonna fucking.
Oh,
like,
that's gonna kick in. That's why I was like, that shit that happened with Kansas City. Okay,
That's why I
give you
thought
that.
they was going.
I give you that.
They lucky he couldn't get used more. Like the nigga just got there on Friday.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
Yo,
He only
everybody
knew like
relax.
this
Strike
much.
Kilo. They gonna be all right.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, I believe so.
Yo, and I bet you know who the happiest over there about that? Debo Samuel. Yeah, ain't putting me back.
Say, I know he like
Right.
thank the Jesus
Yeah.
Christ.
Yeah, I got
Right.
the motherfucker that can do that
Yo,
shit.
and the
Now,
other
that's
thing
what he
about it
doing.
was, I was joking about that. I bet you they still find a way. They love him back there too. They'll still find a way to fit him back there
He
once
said-
or
he
twice
said
a game.
Tyson-
Oh yeah.
You know
He
what I
said
mean?
Tyson,
Yeah.
Even if it's a decoy, even if they fake a handoff to him, They gonna get him back there
I'll
some
say
type of
that.
way.
Or you could put him in, like, do the double back and put him and McCaffrey
That's
back there.
split, right? You
together.
never know. They both can run the screen.
Yeah.
Shit, I can
But
see
as far as him having a
I can see
lineup
a
and run
jet
that
coming
shit
out of
like
that right now with a cute coming along like
Yeah.
That's what I'm
that.
saying. I would like for them to reinvent the Wildcat. I wouldn't even mind that. They got the personnel.
Debo has thrown the ball a few times.
Kittle.
Besides McCaffrey. So, all right, who y'all got? I want San Fran.
I'm happy to say
San Fran.
Yeah.
I'm saying I'm tied between
Travis.
San Fran and the Commanders.
And I'm kind of, I feel like out of all of them,
I kind of like, remember when
San Fran is probably the best 3 or 4 teams still out there.
Oh yeah.
Right.
Oh yeah.
Right.
I don't know, but what turns me on about the Commanders is they got like it just seemed like they got moxie. Like you know what I'm saying? It seemed like they just won't give up. Like you just can't run over them.
No.
You beat them,
It's that,
but it's gonna
defense
be
because-
fucking
but listen,
difficult.
They
Right.
like
Like, you
you
know
so
what I
much
mean?
into that defense that like that front 7 is like
Oh
Cause,
yeah.
They
what's
all
his
like
name?
top
Chase.
10
What's
picks,
Chase number 9?
they
Oh,
whole
young?
D line.
Yeah.
They whole D
They whole
line is
D-line
top
was-
10.
Yeah, they hold lottery
Top 10
picks, man.
picks,
You know what I'm
right.
saying?
Right.
Lottery picks.
So they invested a lot in them
Yeah.
motherfuckers.
Which I mean is smart. I always been for defense win championships. If you're gonna build one side and choose to build one side,
And then make it easier if your front 4 can get you the pressure. That make everything easier on the
Yep.
back end. I could do so much other shit now.
Yep. and they can because
And then now I realize
'cause
my
it-
DBs ain't gotta be that great of
Yeah.
DBs.
because everybody on their front 4 is double worthy. Like you
Right.
know what I'm saying. So you can only double 2 of the motherfuckers. You know what I'm saying? 2
I
motherfuckers
bring
one on one.
I bring 1 or 2 pressures.
It's a wrap. It's a wrap. Somebody coming in free. Somebody's coming in scot fucking free.
All right, let's keep it moving. What change should the Lakers make starting at 0-4?
What's the
What
chances?
changes should the
I ain't
Lakers
seen
make
that.
Get rid of
starting
this
at
nigga.
0-4?
You know who?
Russ.
He knows who. Yes,
Look,
Russ.
I don't even know.
Why?
Can I tell you something? After watching them, I don't necessarily know if he's absolutely the problem. Like
What's their starting 5?
everybody's putting the onus on Russ, and it ain't even all his fault.
I'm not putting the onus all on Russ.
I know. I'm not saying you are.
Oh no, I'm just saying.
I think the changes should go all around.
Yeah.
I think it, and yeah, sadly to say, if you can get somebody good for Anthony Davis, this is the time to do it. He's injury prone, but
Yeah.
somebody would take a chance on him, and he would be.
What's
would
their
be
starting 5 right now?
They starting 5.
Beverly, Davis, LeBron, the Jordan, Dude, and somebody else.
Who the
Jordan Poole and
No, not Jordan Poole. He played for Golden State. His last name is Jordan. His last name is Jordan.
Jordan,
I forgot. And somebody else. But this starting 5 is whack. But that's not the
Yeah.
problem.
They got
That's
AD
my
at the center.
thing.
Yes.
That's
Yo,
my
I
thing.
thought they got motherfuckers so he could go back to playing the
Power
4.
forward. That was a
I
point.
think
Who did they sign? Didn't they
They
sign a
signed it
center?
like didn't they sign like Kylie Stein or some shit like that? They signed
can't
some big
remember.
man.
I
They signed
can't
They
somebody.
signed a big man.
Some
So
Look it
6'10",
up.
6'11" nigga.
he was happy he was gonna go back to the 4. And
Yeah.
now he's starting the season at the 5 again.
Yeah.
Yeah, look at
Okay,
the
today's
roster. Here
NBA
you
he's
go.
a 5. That's
Here we go.
why.
Is it starting to be the starting 5? Or they'll be the whole roster?
a whole roster.
Shit, we can decide who's gonna be the 5 out of that though. But here, while y'all looking that up, boom.
I think the only
Lakers
the changes
starting 5.
the changes for the Lakers
I
will
think it's-
probably
I think it's the
be
Bryant.
their coach. I would get a different coach.
Oh, the Kendrick Nunn.
Oh,
That's
I'll
yeah,
get a
boy.
different. I'll get a different coach.
It's
Some
Kendrick Nunn,
305.
Patrick Beverly,
Lonnie
LeBron Davis and Bryant, right?
It says some nigga Lonnie. Who the fuck is Lonnie Walker?
Spurs. Lonnie Walker the
Yeah,
4th.
That's
Yeah.
it. That's they start.
That's
It's
their
AD. They got AD at the center, LeBron at the fucking 4, Lonnie Walker at the 3,
Mm-hmm.
Patrick Beverly at the 2, and Russ at the 1.
And this is my thing. I get to,
And they got Schroeder.
I'm not putting it all on Russ. I'm not really putting it all on Russ. But one, I think we all can collectively agree he's supposed to be playing at a higher level than he is.
Yeah,
That's one. Two, I believe it's the opposite of the thing I've brought up millions of times with the Cam Chancellor shit. I just believe that is an energy that comes along with him that he can't be with other stars. You trade that nigga to somewhere where he can do whatever the fuck he wants. You trade that nigga to somewhere where everybody else is.
The thing is,
You know what I'm
you're
saying?
100% right, but the problem is not him playing. It's not the point of him playing with stars. It's
I
he
don't even know
demands
that
a ball
roster.
in his hand. So when he play on the team with the stars, like you said, he usually playing the stars that demand the ball in their hands too. So now you're on the court with an AD, LeBron, and a Patrick Beverly. Now, yeah, Beverly not a scorer, but he is a point guard. I'm mad they got him at the 2 because he should be at the 1. You feel me? He should be at the point
I believe
guard.
Russell is a natural too.
I really
No,
do.
you know what I'm
Let
saying?
him-
Like, you know,
let him be that slashing too.
And I was actually agreeing with him suggesting bringing Russ off the bench because doing that, having all the ball handlers in the starting 5, now you got Russ coming off the bench where he can solidify, drive to the rack, pass it out to Austin
and then you
Rivers,
can let
stuff like that. You
Russ
feel
can
me?
be Russ.
Now I ain't no NBA coach, and we all like I'm just saying.
That's why I
this
said
is
the coach
just
gotta
you feel
go.
me? No, it's not Devin Hammer. It's only the 4th game. They play 80-something games. They ain't even with the rhythm yet.
Yeah.
This is just suggestions because they are on 4. You feel
I
me?
like their roster.
It's, they roster is hit and miss.
But they roster is still collectively old. That's why I'm
No,
for
it ain't
trading
even
Russell
that. I
Westbrook to get some youth back on that motherfucker. Then you can run and gun. You know what I'm saying? Then
I
you can wear
I
motherfuckers
feel like
out.
with Nunn and Walker on, and they'll say they got a few young boys.
They got a few more than last year. I'll definitely give them that.
I do like the Matt Ryan though. I think that he gotta be better.
Listen,
4 points a game.
80
20
gonna get hurt again.
More than 15 minutes, you gotta do better.
He can't play the 5 all season.
Well, this is why I say you get rid of him now. Why somebody would still say, okay, AD
That's why you need to go where you had somebody to play the 5 and let LeBron go back to a 3, fucking AD go back to a 4. They both not gonna last playing it. Like,
all right, well, sure, let's keep it moving.
LeBron body gonna get beat on playing the fucking a 4 all year.
Yeah,
I think I had a question up here, but I think we all would agree with this one. Should the Patriots stay with Zappy?
You know, I already told you that.
Team
bro.
chemistry wise, yes.
I told you that should have just rode the hot hand because.
But I don't know if they necessarily will. So with the last question for this would be our usual most impressive, most disappointing. Simon Piper.
The most disappointing.
We go Lamar.
I got mine most disappointing loss. You know, my Steelers. My man Kenny Pickett, rookie mistake, but we supposed to pull that out. Most impressive win. Well, I don't know if it's more impressive win is more, but the Green Bay getting their ass whooped by Washington, the Commanders. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I was say I keep on wanting to say the Redskins.
I should say the Redskins. I apologize for
that's what I'm saying.
Native American that's watching this. I'm not too offended. It's just clear to
that's just what they've been called for the last 40 years.
Yeah,
it's just reflex
40
by
years.
now. So I say my most impressive win is probably the Commanders. Most disappointing loss is the Steelers.
My most impressive win, the Bears.
The Bears.
Ain't nobody think they was listen. As bad as they looked last Thursday,
it seemed like they revamped their whole offense, and I was proud of them.
Me and him was talking like,
I'm just upset it was against my Patriots.
You need to have fucking.
But that's what you
still rolling out. He better when he roll out. Let him throw the ball like that.
And they're professional coaches. Some quite should look at the film and look where his strengths were that game and where the downfalls were. They incorporated against the Patriots.
Yeah.
The shadow was against our boys. Now, they got loose on us. They bought the fuck out. If they can keep that rhythm, they're gonna be tough. They're gonna be real tough. Yeah, for me.
No,
go ahead.
Most disappointing loss. Goddamn fucking Bucks, nigga.
Yeah, that was my most disappointing loss as well. Our most impressive win actually was Carolina for that, because nobody thought Carolina was gonna win.
And held them.
You feel me? You lost both your stars. You got the third string quarterback starting, and he held those boys on 3 points. And y'all put some points on, so big ups to them.
Yeah.
And I would have to say my most impressive win. To be honest, I would say Miami, because I didn't think they was gonna beat the Steelers. Even if Tua is not at his best, that defense is still underrated. That defense balls when they are up, it's hard to really come back against them. You feel me? And they got the type of defense where they can come back from behind and hold it down. So
I ain't gonna hold you.
I was impressed with. I know my man right here is very critical of Tua, and so am I.
I'm gonna tell you like this though.
But he did make some. Hold on, he did make some passes I was impressed with. His accuracy got to be better. Thank God for him. He has the squad that he has is going to go out there and get those passes, including the tight end. Because that tight end was like Gillespie. He's good. He's underrated, and I think he's one of the quarterback they got. And with Mostert running the ball,
if
they're gonna be tough.
He need to work on his ball placement. Because I ain't gonna hold you. If he put the ball in a better spot on a couple of them passes,
it could have probably been worse.
That game was gonna be a blowout.
Yeah, I can see like the one
but if he leads him a little bit instead of making him stop and have to come back,
that's touchdown. Anytime
we almost had, I only watched the game. We had like 5 almost interceptions.
Yeah,
like I never seen that almost many interceptions before.
Yeah, that defense got to fucking catch something.
That's what I don't get. Like I said, I get it.
Like, God damn it!
Like, because I know he hit everything. Shit, just tipping it down is
like,
enough. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, throw a good pass. He threw some good passes, but I'm just looking and I'm watching and they catching it. And I'm still like, yo, that was a fucking
because a lot of those passes he was throwing behind.
Like when you got a dude wide open in the middle of the field, he should not have to just stop and jump and try to catch the ball
or turn around and catch the ball. Right. A lot of those interceptions he was throwing behind.
He had like that one joint. It was nobody. I mean, he had this big ass circle in the middle of the field. You could have threw this shit anywhere, and you threw this shit where he had to turn around, put his back to the defense, and fucking catch the ball, and got no yards after the catch.
I think he's had too many injuries. I think once that pocket start collapsing around him, you start to get a different quarterback.
Honestly, I don't even think it's injuries. I don't think he had enough. Really,
his mechanics ain't good enough.
Because
your mechanics affect where you put the.
It was the
ball.
same thing. It was the same thing I'm gonna get to about the Russell Wilson, and I feel you on that. Me personally, I don't think he had enough really NFL time. So it really hasn't played a lot of games.
Yeah.
Now, when he's played, he's been hurt. So I think he will get better. I don't think he had the Kyle Larry syndrome. I think he will get better as time goes. Because, like I said, if he could just get the ball on him, he'd be a lot better. Because his problem is either overthrowing or throwing it behind him, and it's more throwing it behind him than it is overthrowing him. Really, some real shit. And it's like you said,
getting the practice reps.
It's ball placement. It's really ball placement.
If he would have threw the one play, if he would have threw it a back shoulder, you make that catch, and I don't know where he put the fucking ball.
Like sometimes you got to put the ball low on it with the receiver get it. Like it's really ball placement.
Ball placement is fucking.
And it's not really accuracy. You feel me? And then I was just discussing with Travis when we talking about Russell Wilson. That I know he's not on here before we close out. I think they got to get back to rolling him out.
Yeah.
You feel me?
Something's got to happen in Denver.
No, seriously, because
something's got to happen.
Because right now is coaching trying to figure out how to get his mechanics back, and it's a confidence thing for him. I think if you get him back, like I was telling Travis, get him back to his regular mechanics, where he was more successful in Seattle before.
Yep.
Carroll tried to turn him into a pocket passer.
Uh-huh.
If you remember the 2 years they went to the Super Bowl, Legion of Boom was balling, but you could keep him in the pocket, and he was more deadlier throwing the ball down the field. So get him back to making those easy passes, see him connect those, and I think he'd be all right. But you got to get him out of his funk, and that comes with coaching too.
I would copy Seattle's playbook. I would copy that shit.
That rollout too helps that offensive line too, because your offensive line is not that great.
No,
so that rolling out is buying more time, and then when you do need to just drop back, that's going to delay that defensive line because they got to be wary of that fucking rollout shit too. So that helps that pocket presence as well.
It helps Denver's defenses. Let's be honest, that defense is balling. And they're just on the
field
give
them some time
way too much.
Yeah, that's
to really get loose. You feel me?
Like,
well, you can get that if you can score more.
70% of the fucking game.
Hell yeah, you got to score more back-to-back 3 and outs and all types of shit like that.
You got to score more than 16 points a game. You have to in this NFL.
Yeah.
Back in the day when you had a dominant defense, you might be able to get away with that.
And the 16 points is high for them right now.
Yeah, this 2022, you got to average 20 points about.
Oh yeah, definitely.
You feel me?
I feel like they punt like 10 times a game. Like you can't punt 10 times.
Oh, that punter going to the Pro Bowl.
Like the one game they was like they should have gave that money to fucking the punter instead of giving that money to Russ.
My most impressive win is Seattle.
Oh, Pipers, we
Geno Smith, he threw for 20 out of 27, 210, 2 touchdowns and an
Okay.
interception. So
Alright,
Jameis
okay,
Winston-
okay, I like that.
Most supposed to win.
Go ahead, Seattle. I like that.
And my most disappointing loss will be the Patriots. The Patriots had high hopes on Mac Jones, and now Zappy comes in, and
I can't even.
as much as I hate the Patriots, but
real
I feel
quick,
sorry for them.
real quick before we end this thought, is everybody talking about Zappiness and Jones this?
Right.
That defense got tortured.
Yeah, that defense they get
Like
tortured.
really, like
Somebody must be
Chicago.
hurt.
After he threw that interception, they scored almost every motherfucking possession. That defense was tired. You feel me? So I mean, let's get back to the drawing board.
Yeah.
Get that defense on track before we could really talk about quarterback.
Yeah, having your defense be settled, y'all don't have to worry about that side. Y'all be like, all right, well, we know the defense.
That's why he got on that Ohio State. That Justin Fields looked like Ohio State Justin Fields.
Yeah.
He did.
Justin Fields, baby.
All right, well, listen, we about to end this. We'll be right back. We'll this and that. We'll get
Fuck
into
y'all
some,
Michigan people. Fuck the blue.
We'll get into some
Hey,
motherfucking.
Hey, but
Kanye
you know
West
something,
and stuff like
Lamar?
that.
You know something, Lamar?
Peace.
What's up?
As much as I don't like Ohio State, Michigan, I've been watching some of their games.
I'm telling you,
I've been watching them. Boy.
I watch Ohio State too.
They look.
And you know why I watch
tough.
Ohio State? Because I know we got to see y'all motherfuckers. That's why.
Yeah,
we
we
got to
do.
see
Yeah,
y'all.
we got to see.
We got to see y'all every year. We're going to see y'all
every year.
I stopped it on audio.
I want to see who the top 25.
It should be Georgia, Ohio
College
State,
football top 25.
Michigan should be like 5.